Hi, and welcome to Hair Club Medical Group's Doctor Biography page. My name is Julian White, and I'm here to introduce you to Dr. Chris Varona from the Oak Brick office in the Chicago, Illinois area. Good morning, doctor. How are you?
Morning. How are you? I'm very well.
Good. How are things in Chicago?
Cold as always.
Well, are you used to the cold weather? Where did you grow up?
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is a little bit colder probably than Chicago, so I'm very used to it.
But I think you spent some time in California, didn't you? That's my neck of the woods out here.
I did. I spent a brief amount of time, about a year and a half after high school, out in California, just on a random whim. I moved out there, wanted to see that part of the country, and I worked for a little while, and then I came back to the Midwest. I missed it.
So you're a bit adventurous.
I am. Less so as I get older, but definitely I've had some adventurous times in my life.
So doctor, is it that adventurous spirit that led you to being a physician?
It is. I grew up around medicine with my father as a physician. My mother was a nurse, and he had his own private practice, so I kind of grew up literally in his office, and I saw the impact that he had on other people that were coming through his office all the time, so I definitely wanted to be part of that when I grew up.
Now, from reading about you, I learned that you also have suffered from hair loss issues in the past.
I did.
You're an experienced and younger doctor with Hair Club Medical Group, and as you mentioned, you've had your own hair transplant. That experience lead you to becoming a hair transplant physician?
It did, in a roundabout way. I kind of decided at the very beginning of my hair loss that I was interested in hair transplantation, just because it fit very well with my personality. I like the detail-orientedness of it and the meticulousness of it, combined with the artistic nature of it. And then when I finally started losing my own hair and decided to have my own hair transplant procedure done, I decided that that's what I wanted to do with my career. And I've been very happy ever since.
One of the things I know does set you apart from other physicians is you're performing FUE, or follicular unit extraction procedures, for Hair Club Medical Group. Tell me more about that procedure.
Instead of taking out a linear strip of tissue, like we've traditionally done, we are taking a little extraction tool and coring out some of the tissue around the follicle itself and then extracting it one by one.
So one hair at a time, one by one. Wow. So I'm showing a picture here of one of your patients, and this is pre-extraction of this donor area. And if I go through, I'm noticing a lot of red dots in this particular picture of the patient. What are all those red dots? Is that where the extraction is occurring?
Exactly. That's directly after the procedure, within probably half an hour after we were completed.
Now, the advantage to an FUE is less scarring. Is that correct?
It is. It minimizes the scar for people that really want to wear their hair very short, or they want a shorter recovery time.
Can you get as many grafts with an FUE as you can with an FUT?
Traditionally, no.
What about eyebrows? Can eyebrows be done at your office?
Definitely. We can either do FUT or FUE extraction, and we can reshape the eyebrows, we can reconstruct eyebrows if they're completely gone.
If you could summarize it all, is there any one particular piece of advice you would give to somebody who's considering addressing their hair loss issues with a transplantation or an extraction?
My advice would be to research. Make sure you know what you're getting into, know about the procedure, and I think our website is very rich in resources, specifically the blog that shows you going through your procedure and answering the questions, I think, is invaluable.
Education, in other words.
Exactly.
Well, it was great meeting you. I can't wait to see you in person when I come to visit Chicago one day.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Maybe we'll pick up a Bulls game or something when I'm out there.
Sounds good.
That'd be great. Well, if any of you would like to meet Dr. Varona in person, he'd be happy to schedule a consultation. Once again, he's at the Oak Brick office in Illinois in the Chicago area. So go ahead and pick up the phone and address your hair loss issues as soon as you possibly need to, and have a consultation with this fine doctor. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, doctor.
Thank you. Goodbye.